What would you do if the HOA marched onto your land and told you your cabin, your handmade escape, had to be demolished because it didn't match community standards? That's exactly what happened to me. I walked outside to find 3 HOA members standing by my cabin holding a bright red violation notice like they were serving a court order. They said it wasn't the approved color, wasn't the approved shape, and apparently even my porch railing was offending their visual harmony guidelines. I told them the cabin was on land I owned outright, but they didn't care. They demanded I tear it down within 30 days or face fines that stacked like building blocks. That's when I decided if they wanted a fight, fine. But I wasn't swinging a hammer, I was going to beat them with paperwork.
I spent the next week digging through county archives, old maps, property deeds, anything that would give me leverage. That's when I found something the HOA definitely didn't expect. My cabin sat on a section of land that had been part of a historic scout trail nearly a century ago. The foundation matched an old survey sketch. And better yet, structures tied to recognized historic routes could qualify for landmark protection. So while the HOA was preparing to bulldoze my cabin, I was preparing its rebirth. I submitted the landmark application, attached every scrap of history I could find, and waited like a man sitting on the detonator of his own revenge.
The HOA came back 2 weeks later with the demolition deadline in hand. But this time, they didn't find a man worried about fines. They found a county official standing with me, holding a sealed approval letter. My cabin was now officially designated a historic landmark, legally untouchable, permanently protected. The HOA president's face dropped so fast you could hear the thud. Instead of tearing it down, they now had to treat it as a preserved cultural asset, meaning their rules no longer applied. My cabin stayed. My rights stayed. And the HOA learned the hard way that sometimes the best way to defend your property is to make it untouchable forever.